Hey y'all! Today we'll be talking about the famous story of how I almost burned the house down. Yes, I did. And that's also a story of why I don't cook anymore. I've never cooked. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, I was about 5 or maybe 6, and I was a loud child. I didn't take orders of elders very seriously. And at that time my parents were both working, and my grandma had to stay here and take care of us. I'm talking about that grandma from the collab video, so you already have an idea of her personality. Basically, whenever like noon rolled around, she would go to have her beauty sleep and try to force me and my brother into doing the same thing. And nope. So actually, fun fact about me, I was actually rebelling, and I was like in the other room, like making noise and like watching like whatever like cartoon was running around. And like, even if I felt tired, like I would literally like make a bed from those like I had like mini chairs, because I was super little, and yeah. So I made like beds from these chairs and like curled up on them and like slept there. Sounds kind of weird, I guess, but I was a goddamn architect back then. Construction 101. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, my brother was more obedient, so like whenever she told him to go, he would. And yeah, that's kind of like the backstory I need to give you. So this one day, she goes to sleep, and I'm like just sitting there casually watching whatever cartoon was running around. They see me rolling. And I just get hungry. And I'm like 5. And my parents haven't like properly taught me what to do if I'm hungry. I was spoiled, they did everything for me. So I did what one reasonable kid would do. I came right into the room where my grandma was laying down, got to her side, and I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. She wasn't asleep, let me tell you, but she used like those eye masks to look classy, and she was like, what do you want? And I'm like, I'm hungry. And she's like, go make yourself something. So I'm like, okay. I go to the kitchen and like I look in the fridge and stuff, and I see we have like chocolate. And I'm like, oh my god, I love like a sandwich with chocolate. So I wasn't sure if I could eat chocolate. So I decided to be nice and ask. So I went to her room again. And like, the whole grandma thing like happened the second time. And she wasn't too happy about it, but she was like, just do it, whatever you want. The thing is, like, I already took it out of the fridge, and like I tried to like carve it with a fucking spoon, but like it was carved as a rock, like goddamn Excalibur into that fucking rock, and I was no goddamn Arthur to pull that shit out. So I was like, I'm gonna starve. I come into the room for like the second or third time, and I'm like, Grandma, it's frozen. And she's like, just put it in the goddamn microwave. Are you that dumb? And I'm like, alright, sounds like a reasonable idea. You might already see where this is going. So yeah, I go there, put that shit into the microwave for like, what, 10 seconds or something? I don't know, I don't remember, I was 5. I'm too old now. And like, I wait. I love to stare at the microwave as it like went like that, because like I was a dumb kid, I guess, and like it was just fascinating for me. So it happened. You might ask what? Or I might already know it. Like, so there was foil left on the plastic box thingy, plastic jar thingy, whatever it's called, plastic cup, looked like a cup, and like it went up in flames. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going, like, I just had a moment of panic where I'm like,
I set the house on fire. Oh my god, they're gonna kill me. Oh my god, we're gonna die.
And so I just run into the room here and I'm like, Grandma, the house is on fire. And like, it took her a moment to get what I was saying because I was like sounding really calm. And she was like, what? Like beginning to get up. And I'm like, the chocolate, it's flaming. It's in flames. She just runs past me to the kitchen. And I just go in time to see her literally grabbing it out of the microwave and throwing it into the sink and like turning on the water. And yeah, the fire went out. But like, my only thought was, wow, thanks, I'm gonna starve now. Anyways, that actually made her move her ass and she did make me sandwiches after that. So it's a win-win. But yeah, it's a really weird story. And like, my family and I laugh about it from time to time because quite iconic if you ask me. Quite iconic. Needless to say, I don't stay into the kitchen that long. Obviously, I've grown up now and like... Anyway, if you want your kitchen safe, keep me away from there. We actually don't have a microwave anymore, but that's like kind of unrelated to my instrument. Or is it? Well, my parents, especially my father, was like, oh my god, it's freaking toxic. Like, some waves are like radioactive. So we just threw that shit into the trash. Yeah, so that's basically my famous story of how I almost burned the kitchen down. And you can blame only one person for that, and that is my grandma. That day, I did not get any chocolate sandwiches, but today, I can actually get plenty. And the chocolate is not rock hard. My parents gave me a good education after that, like, I had to like put it in this cup and stuff, and I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. I don't got time for that. I was hungry. And frankly, I was dumb who would have told me to do that. But yeah, I hope you don't have to deal with lazy grandmas, or I hope you know how to make your sandwiches, so you don't have to suffer, just like I did. And if you're like me, stay out of the kitchens. I don't know what the fuck was that. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. A lot more crazy stories are coming your way. Even crazier than this one. So stay tuned and like and subscribe. Check out my brother's channel. Boom, I'm gonna put a card. Wait, it's like a card here. Yeah, so bye.